What's up, everybody? Alexander here, High Winds EDC. It's been a long time since we've done one of these, but I will be doing a full disassembly of this guy right here. This is brand new. I just got it out of the box probably about an hour and a half ago. So what I wanted to do is I wanted to take it apart. I wanted to take it apart because one of the first knives I ever disassembled was its cousin, the F5.5 by Voxnez. Now this is a knife called the Urban Supply EDC Becerro, and yeah, I just wanted to do a disassembly. There's a couple of it, maybe just one disassembly of it right now on YouTube, but I wanted to go ahead and throw mine up here. The Urban Supply EDC F5.5 is one of my favorite knives of all time, and this one just is like its butchier cousin. As you can see, just a little size comparison here. You can put it over here. Overall length, sorry, let's get that guy out of the way, right about 7, almost, what's that, 7 1/4 about, maybe. And then here it is next to a Spyderco Paramilitary PM2. That's what that's up against. Here it is close to a bug out. If I put it right at the tip of the bug out, you can see it's right almost the same blade almost the same length, a little bit. Bug out's a little longer on this side right here. And then we'll just go ahead and break out my Roosevelt for a size comparison. It's kind of more or less what they compare to. See about thickness. The Becerro is a lot thicker, but it's more ergonomic. You know, it contours on a little bit. There are, sorry, my daughter's bouncing in her high chair. The chamfer's here. Let's just get a close-up look of everything, right? Let's get this guy out of the way. But yeah, so that's what it was, a little size comparison, sorry. There's the lockup for you. Let's check the centering. There you go. All right, let's get into the disassembly without any further ado. Let's get a T8. This is all T8 construction, which we really, really appreciate. Sorry if you guys can't hear me, but all T8 construction is really good because it just makes disassembly that much easier. Oh, that pivot broke off real nice. You got 2 body screws that are holding on to a titanium backspacer, which is much appreciated. T8 just makes everything nice and easy. You won't feel the need to strip any screws with the T8 head. That's a Torx head. Take this guy off, this guy off. Let's see if the liner comes off with it. I'm curious. I've seen one disassembly of this knife right here by Brawny Barbarian, I believe is his YouTube handle. Guys, I've been wanting this thing for a while. I've been watching every single video on it. Every pre-order video, everything from Advanced Knife Guy to just anybody really who's put a video of it. Neves Knives, I've taken a look at his video of it. Boom, that comes right off, sweet. So those two stayed right there, and it looks like it's pinned in construction for this liner, which we appreciate. This liner side right here, it is a titanium liner. Let's see what's the best way to get this guy off. Maybe just kind of press fit on there. Don't put your finger in the way of the blade, Alex. That would be very silly. Let's see here. There's one side off of the pin, and there's this side off of the pin. So that stays right there. Really nice. Engraving says Magna Cut blade. It's pretty cool. It does have a race washer on the inside, so that's really nice to know. So that way it's not bearings on titanium that'll wear a detent path. We don't want that. You got some semi-cage bearings. They're not full cage bearings like skiffs, as you can see here, but it's pretty cool. All right, take this, set that right there. Everything was nice and lubricated when I got it. The action was fine, but I just could not help myself from taking this apart. Let's see what this little engraving is right here. It's the Urban Supply logo. It's like a pocket watch, but it's also, maybe I'm wrong about that. It may not, it's like Urban Supply's logo combined with Voxnaze's logo. You can see that the lock interface is oiled as well. Another race washer. And this back spacer is screwed on and pinned on. So we're gonna leave that alone. I have a little bit, I don't necessarily need to like hit it with isopropyl alcohol, but I can. So let's just go ahead and do that real quick. Sorry, my daughter, she's watching a movie right now. Give us a second. Go ahead and clean off the blade a little bit. Ooh. I'm not a bad father, guys, I swear. Get that cleaned off. Get this side, no, we don't necessarily need to clean that, but we will clean this. And we will clean these guys. That's one. There's nice little bearings. Better than some of the ones that I've seen in the past. But, all right. Nice little cage bearings. I don't know if they're ceramic, but they probably are. They probably are ceramic. Small little guys. All right, so we will put this guy, was it like this? When I opened it, this was facing me. So yeah, this faces the blade. We'll go and put a little bit of lubrication. I use Gunny Glide. It's one of my favorites. This bottle has lasted me a very long time, so go ahead and get this guy lubricated. I think it is a captured pivot on this side, but I'm not gonna try it right now. I'm not gonna check that out. Guy there, to there, a little bit here, a little bit here. Sorry if you can't see this. Let's get some on the actual pivot itself. Grab this guy, try to set it back on. Boom. Get some lubrication here. Here. Should be fine. Not to over lubricate it. Grab this guy here. This will be a little tricky. Trying to get it popped on. Oh, not so tricky at all. Boom. Right in place. We appreciate that. Get everything tightened back down. Get this liner on top. Ooh, such an easy disassembly. We love to see it. The only hard part was like snapping that liner that rests alongside the micarta on. Get this tightened up. I don't know if I want to do thread lock right now because this was not thread locked at all. Let's just double check that since I have this guy. Was it thread locked? I don't know if this voids my warranty. No, not really any thread locker on this guy. That's fine. Cool. Sorry, this is a really cool knife, guys. So a little bit of history between me and this guy. I had an f5.5 and I love that thing so much. And it was a video that I watched of the f5.5 by Knife Nerdery, his disassembly. You're fine, baby. Sorry. It was Knife Nerdery. I had just had my firstborn son, and I was spending a lot of time just on YouTube because I had some time off. And I had my own f5.5, but Knife Nerdery's disassembly of it made it look so easy to disassemble a knife that I was like, hey, I can do that with a little bit of preparation. And that's kind of what began my journey into disassembling knives like this. Sorry, let's check the centering. We're doing all right. Let's make sure we got no blade play. We're doing all right. Maybe a little scoosh tighten. Yeah, we're doing all right there. Really good. Let's check the centering again. Sorry. Looks like we're doing all right here, guys. But yeah, and he made it look really easy, and I was like, I could do that. And I can make that a part of my YouTube channel, and I hadn't done one in a while because I hadn't really gotten very many new knives, and if I had, they'd been a fixed blade or whatever the case is. But I was so excited to disassemble this knife because it brought back so much nostalgia. I have moved across the country. I have 4 beautiful children. I have a loving wife, and I don't know, just this knife and everything about it reminded me so much of the F5.5 when I first had it. I called the F5.5 an heirloom piece, and you know, I've got a lot going on in my life right now. I'm not fishing for compliments or anything like that, but you know, me and my wife have made tremendous strides to be where we are right now, through the help of the Lord, through the help of like friends and family, and just good jobs and stuff like that. You know, those are all blessings that I count to my life that the Lord has given me. But I wanted to kind of treat myself because last Friday, again, if you don't know, me and my wife, we closed on our first home. So awesome, so excited about that. But also we were, sorry, I gotta tighten these guys up. I realized I didn't. But you know, tomorrow's my birthday as well. And so this wasn't like a treat yourself kind of thing. This was just like a, hey, you know, I had a knife that I sold. I had a piece of leather that I sold, and I was able to come up with the funds to grab this guy. And you know, it's like not, like I said, not a treat yourself kind of thing, but when I go to maybe pass this down to my son or my daughter, I could confidently say, you know, I got this the year we bought our house, our first home together. And so this can be part of that piece, you know. Good heirloom factor so far, but you guys keep your eyes open for a full review of this guy right here. Thank you for watching this disassembly. I mean, it's already back together. You saw how fast that was. This little rant towards the end, you know, that's just kind of my testimony right now, and I hope you guys appreciate it. Thank you very much for watching this video. Bye.